Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has come along. Also, like and share this video. And if you would like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Yesterday, 2525. Man, I was 0 for 3 on rings yesterday, guys. Every ring I made did not get completed. All 3 of them, none of them completed. What? Some days the balls just roll funny, guys. Some days the balls just roll funny. So today we're going to create another 2-strand band because, of course, this is a very special ring. It has a lot of meaning to me, and as of right now, the 2-strand band is my absolute favorite ring to create. So today we're going to dedicate this ring to the national bird, the bald eagle. I am very familiar with the bald eagle because we're the same. It's kind of like we go through the bald eagle goes through a process, and I've been through a process, but mine seems to be, I love the mythical legend bald eagle, the mythical version of it, more than the reality of a bald eagle, if that makes any sense. Let me explain. A bald eagle goes through transformations throughout life, kind of like how I went through a spiritual rebirth type thing. A bald eagle throughout its life as well goes through a rebirth stage, so to say. Their beaks and talons grow like our fingernails grow. And they're constantly going through having to remove their feathers and all that stuff is on an annually basis. And what happens on their talons is they have to pluck their talons, kind of like how we bite our fingernails. It's not as violent as the mythical side of it. I remember when I first read about eagles, whenever I was going through what I was going through, how they have to rip their talons off, and it was so violent and just mythical. Like, gosh damn, man, that sounds so violent, kind of like the things I went through my transformation. And that they break their gosh damn beaks off and they regrow brand new beaks. But that was the very first thing I ever read about eagles. And as I began learning more and more about eagles, they actually their beaks grow like our fingernails grow, and their talons grow as well like our fingernails. And they do, probably just pick them off, but they still going to have to break their, the weak part of their beak off. I mean, it's not as violent as the mythical side, but still, I love the eagle. And what I've been through, I can really relate with the eagle, but in a much different way that is very unexplainable, guys. But yeah, so today's ring will be dedicated to the eagle. And this is about my rebirth, my spiritual side that was so wicked, so violent, so awing. It's like when my mind opened up, it was like a vortex. One side of my mind was rolling this way, the other side was rolling this way, and it was all coming to the center. And it was so violent, I don't know. It was very wild, guys. So many things. It's what I call my mind orgasm. I went through a stage I had a mind orgasm, guys, and it was the greatest. It was so amazing, so great. I don't know if you can understand or relate. For my spiritual people out there, if you've ever had a mind orgasm, like I said, it was like a double vortex that one was spinning one way and one was spinning the other way. And it was just like it sucked right into the middle and out the front, guys. It was such an amazing experience. And I've searched for that orgasm over and over again, but it's never came. It was a one and done at this point in my life. And it was so freaking amazing. And I think, what I'm going to say, I'm not quite sure how to say it. Like I said, there's so much inside of me that is just, I don't know how to put into words, guys. I just don't know how to put it into words. So with that being said, I've lost my train of thought. All right, guys, we're going to begin flattening our round wire into the flat 2-strand band that I really enjoy building. So here we go. Let's get started. Oh, we're way down there. All right, here we go. So yeah, guys, whenever I went through my violent awakening, I would call it an awakening, a shift in my spirituality and my understanding and my beliefs, because I've been fighting beliefs since probably 2009, 2010, and just really digging deep into the understanding of religion and beliefs, because the only thing we're born with is our name. We're born with a religion or an idea, belief, whatever, and a very short span of time, a very short history of time. And I question everything, guys. I've always questioned everything since I could remember. I was the one always asking the questions. Why? Just because that's what they say. That was the answers. Because this is what they say. This is what why? I always questioned why, in 2009, 2010, I really got serious about questioning it. And I began testing my boundaries with these mythical figures and the things, the ones that we've all been taught about. I really began testing my boundaries, and it got further and further. And my boundaries began stretching so far. And nothing, there were some scares here and there, but I kept testing. I went back to that boundary and I tested it even further, pushing, testing them boundaries, testing their powers. And guys, what it led to in 2019, 2020-ish was this mind orgasm. I can't even explain. I can't even put into words. I can't even try to put it into your imagination so you could understand or feel. But it was so freaking amazing. But yet so scary and so violent. It was so violent, and man, I didn't know what was going on. It put me in a psych ward. It was twice, not once, twice. It put me in a psych ward. They were trying to shove medication down me, and I've never took medication in my life, and I wasn't taking them medications in these psych wards. I was putting them in my mouth and spitting them out. I didn't know what was going on. There has been some psychological problems in my family, but it was definitely not psychological, guys. I knew that it wasn't psychological. I just kept pushing and kept striving and just trying to make why the understanding. I was trying to understand what was going on with me. And through all this, this happened from 2020-ish. And I think in 2020-ish, I went to a psych ward. And in 2022, I went to one. And they kept me for 15 days. I got they putting shots in me, making me sleep for a long gosh dang time. It was pretty wild, guys. What a transformation. And the first thing these people want to do is shove medication down into you to calm you down, because they don't understand what's going on. They just think you're crazy, and they want to shove this medication in you when in fact you're having a spiritual awakening. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take your medication. I'm not saying that at all, because if you need medication, the doctors say you do, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you my story. And through all that being said, this is 2025. And I still don't take medication, never have. I do take blood pressure medicine and I've also tried to wean myself off that, but my blood pressure regained and came up high again. So I take a half of a pill of I forgot what milligram it is or whatever, but it's just a half of a pill that I take for blood pressure medication to keep my blood pressure down. But other than that, I don't take nothing, guys. They can kiss my butt. I'm enjoying this ride all the way through. And I have gone through a transformation that is very unexplainable. There's some very weird things happening to me that it's just spectacular. That's all I can tell you. It's spectacular. And last night, I went through a meditation. I wake up every morning about 2 to 3 o'clock a.m. and I meditate. After waking up, it's really the best time to meditate. I'll go drink me a big old drink of water, get kind of rehydrated, and I'll go lay back down, because you're in a state when you first wake up that's very relaxed. And I wake up every morning between 2 and 3 a.m., most every morning. And I will go in there and I will meditate. And this morning through my meditation, guys, is why I'm dedicating this ring to the eagle, because I had a vision of, things that happened was the Talon. It showed me the Talon, and it was a freaking amazing meditation session, guys. And I was also took through a door. They told me to walk through a door. So I walked through this door, and it opened up, and it was just black, nothing there. Nothing was in my mind, nothing. And what they were perceiving to me was this was my realm to create. I get to actually create a realm for those that reach that level to actually explore and enjoy. Maybe like the earth realm, guys. I'm not quite sure. It just happened this morning. I'm going to have to go back into a new meditative state and just kind of get figured out, get the words brought to me, what this meant. But I think, guys, it's actually a realm that I'm going to be able to create like gods, because we are gods, guys. And we have been lied to, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, guys, my view. We are gods. We create. And I'm a creator, guys. My imagination turns into reality. That's what I do. And earth is a realm to explore, to learn, and to grow. That's my opinion. And with that being said, guys, I think I get me a realm to create for others to explore once they reach that level. And it's freaking amazing, guys. So here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're going to go in there and make this ring that I'm dedicating to the eagle. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm taking my triangle file, and I've got my little slit in it that I've cut with my jeweler saw. And I'm actually just opening it up just a little bit with my triangle file. And that way when I bring it down to a nice point, it's a nice point. And I'm hoping to get at least a 60-70 degree angle out of it. This should be the back side. Actually, is this the back side? Yeah, this is the back side. So I want about a 60 to 70 degree angle. On this, the longer one, I want a 90 degree angle, because it's actually going to be pointing to the front, like how an eagle soars through the sky. It's always pointing forward. It has a point. It knows its direction. It knows its way, guys. It's just nature. So here we go, guys. I'll bring you along for a minute, let you do a little filing. We're about done with this one. I think we can get our angle that we're searching for on this particular one. We're about there. So I'll just bring you along for the rest of the ride on this on the back side. All right, guys, I really like that. I think we can get the right angle and do what we need to do with that one. So we're going to move on to the next one, and y'all hang tight, and I'll see y'all on the next portion, on the next step. Y'all hang tight. Here we go. All righty, guys, this is the beginning stages. We just got it all cut in there real nice. And we got it nice and uniform. One is definitely a 90 degree. The other one is a much steeper. It's probably 95 degrees, just guessing. So what I'm going to do is take me some solder. I'm going to solder up the tips to strengthen them back up and make them as pretty solid like they're supposed to be. And we're going to carry on this process, guys. So here we go. Let me grab some solder. Speaking of solder, guys, I did order me another roll of solder. As well as, I told you I was going to do it. Just been saving my pennies and stuff, but it got to the point I'm about to have to buy some more butane, and that was going to be, another 30, 40 bucks for a 6-pack of them. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and buy me a torch. So I picked me up a torch, the acetylene, the air acetylene torch. And I'm going to have to pick up an acetylene bottle. If I can find a used one on Marketplace or something, I will. But otherwise, the bottle itself is going to be about $200. But in the long run, it's going to save me money. Short term, it's going to be a bigger expense. Long term, it's going to be a little bit of money. No big deal. And I'm a pretty business-oriented man. I was 4th generation plumber. my great grandpa, grandfather, my dad, they all, we all had our own businesses, and it's been a pretty wild trip, guys. But anyway, my dad back in 2009 or so, he was wanting to give me his business, and I didn't want his business, guys. I wanted to build my own. I had my own idea. I didn't want to. He was already established, and I didn't want that, guys. I did not want an established business, and I just wanted to create my own, and I did that. And I worked for my father. I worked through the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union for a few years, and I went to work for my father in 98, 97, not 98, 1998. It was 1998 I went to work for my father, and I worked with him until 2009. I did quit for a couple years because I was in the process of trying to become a professional poker player. That's where I learned a lot of emotional mastery, reading people, emotions, feelings. I mean, I got a lot of education through poker, guys, and emotional mastery, all that stuff. It was so great of an experience. But anyway, back to working for my father and creating my own business. So I went back to work for him after a couple of years because it just didn't pan out. Poker wasn't for me. It wasn't in the cards for me. It just wasn't meant to be. Sometimes things, guys, just aren't meant to be. And so I went back to work for my father, continued learning, educating myself in the craft, the business. And the only thing my father did, he taught me everything about the business I needed to learn except communication with the public. I didn't know how to do that, guys. And when he offered me his business, I didn't want his business. I did not want the established business. I wanted to create my own. And what a great experience it was, guys. I started my business in 2009. And it was a heck of a journey, guys. I was in business for 13 years, and it was a heck of a business. And I wouldn't trade my life for. There's nothing, no amount of money. I love the life I've led. It's been a hell of a life. It's been a rough life. It's been a road of tough knocks. It's been a heck of a road, guys. But anyway, I wouldn't trade it for. There's nobody out. There's no amount of money in the world, not no power in the world, to have what I have inside of me that's been given to me or that I've earned. Nothing's been given to me. Let me tell you, the only thing ever given to me was a gosh damn job. I've earned every gosh dang thing I've got, which it's mine, and I've earned every single bit of it. Nothing was given to me. Nothing. And I can say that with pride, not ego. I can say that with pride. I am proud to be an American. I am proud to be who and what I am. And that's just that, guys. So this is all started up. That's enough jibber jabbering. We're going to move on to the next stage, guys. So we'll see y'all in just a minute. Y'all hang tight. Oh, let me tell you, speaking of why I wanted to create my own, maybe that's what happened through this meditation. Maybe, because I didn't want God's heaven. They can take that heaven. If I got to hang out with all y'all in that heaven, hell, y'all can go on. I'm going to go wherever else because fuck that. I don't want to hang out with most of all y'all. Hell. I mean, y'all's cool and all, but man, no thank you. So maybe this was God giving me a sign that maybe I get to create my own realm, kind of like how I created my own business. Maybe it's just my imagination, but guys, nonetheless, you don't understand the universe inside of me. All right, here we go. We're going to quench this stuff. We're going to carry on, guys. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. I can't put it into words, the universe inside of me, guys. I can't put it into words. I love you, but I hate you. I love you, but I hate you. Does that make sense? Not really hate, because I don't have any hate within me. It's just a saying that I used to really enjoy. I love you, but I hate you. Kind of like how parents do. I love you guys, man. I love each and every one of you with so much. You don't understand how important the humanity race is. We're so, so important, and it has to go on. The human species must continue. So it's that important, guys. And I love you. I love all you little motherfuckers. All right, here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, here we go. We're soldering up the ring of the eagle ring right here. We got it all made up, nice and uniform, and we're going to heat him up. Get it soldered up, wrapped around the mandrel and shaped, and we'll begin forming our bezels. I got a pretty unique layout on my bezels today. It does have some representation. It does have meaning. It is a symbol. It does have some symbolism. But like in all things, magicians do not reveal all their secrets. You will have to find them secrets and reveal them. You'll have to go to the Akashic Records or however that stuff's actually made and found out. So y'all hang tight, guys. We are getting this thing formed, install some magic in it, and carry on, guys. Here we go. All right, we got him all soldered up. I'm gonna actually flip it, guys, and pull some solder to the other side. Make sure it's nice and soldered up. Heck, y'all might as well come along for the ride if you want to. If not, you know where you can go. Wherever you want. You are grown. You better be grown. You shouldn't be watching these videos if you ain't grown. You were grown, you can do what you want to do. That's why I used to always say, I'm grown. I do what I want to do. I'm grown. Yeah. You ain't grown till you grown. You just think you grown. I remember I split my first time trying to hit the road. I was gone. 10 years old, I hit the highway, boys. 10 years old, I was splitting out this joint. Highway Petro picked me up, took my little butt back home. That was the first time. That wasn't the last time I tried to split on up out of here. But this town, it's a good town, guys. I've learned a lot in this town, and I wouldn't trade this town for nothing. It has a lot of potential, and it's definitely growing. Will I ever leave? That is a good question. It's a wonderful question. I ain't getting no solder drawn up on this side, guys, so I'm going to take this little stick right here, and whoo, that's a hot stick. Old meat is on fire. Didn't have my meat protector on. I just lost that piece of solder. Alright, guys, y'all going to have to hang tight for just a minute. Trying to get everything organized here with fire flame burning. Got fire burning everywhere. Smell my wood burning. Good night. I light my desk on fire. Woo! Oh boy, that old meat gets hot without that meat protector. Sometimes with the meat protector on, it gets hot, guys. Woo-wee! All right. Man. All right, guys, y'all hang tight. Don't worry, I do got a fire extinguisher very close to this desk where to catch fire. There is a fire extinguisher handy. Don't ever operate without safety equipment, guys. I have learned that in the past. But anyway, here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're going to carry on. All right, guys, this is where it all fell apart yesterday, and I just couldn't get it all, nothing back together. Out of 3 rings yesterday, this is the stage it all fell apart. But like always, I have a very strong foundation to rebuild from. And this ring today, it's virtually flawless to this point, guys. I mean, it is spectacular. So like I say, you wake up a better version of yourself every day, whatever it is that you're striving for throughout life, whether it's your craftsmanship, whatever it is that you're striving for, guys, keep striving, keep pushing, and wake up a better version of yourself on a daily basis. And today, this ring is not going to fall apart. That's a fact, Jack. We can heat this sucker up till it's purple, pink, whatever, orange, and it's not going to fall apart, guys. So here we go. That's enough jibber jabbering. Let's make this thing happen. Hopefully a seamless joint as well, guys. That's also another thing that I'm working on, is trying to produce seamless joints. And I really took the effort to seal this up real nice and seamlessly. So this thing should actually seal up with a seamless joint as soon as we get it soldered up, guys. So let's see what happens here. Y'all come along for the ride. We're going to quench it, guys, and then we're going to start. Look at that, guys. That is freaking amazing. I told you that was going to be a seamless joint. Like I said, this thing to this point is virtually flawless. If I was able to polish it at this point, this would definitely hit the B's. This would hit the B's at this point right now. If I had a polisher, this would definitely hit B grade today, guys. But anyway, we're going to carry on. So that's enough jibber jabbering, and we'll see y'all in just a minute. Y'all hang tight. We're going to start making some bezels for this bad boy and bring it all together. We're going to bring it home. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys. We have finished the Ring of the Eagle. I forgot to bring y'all along. I got so wrapped up into my work that I just forgot to bring y'all along. I mean, I've made the bezels. I attached it all to the ring, and I didn't bring y'all along. So with that said, like I said, every day the balls roll funny sometimes, but today this ring is absolutely flawless, basically flawless. I mean, if I had a polisher with the quality and the craftsmanship and just the well built of this ring, it could possibly reach the B's. But for today, it's going to reach a C plus. If it could have been polished, it'd been very, very possible to reach the B's. But anyway, guys, this ring is very unique. It's very special. These do represent something special in my life that I'm not going to divulge into. And yeah, with that said, we're going to leave it at that, guys. This is the Ring of the Eagle. And like always, guys, y'all's going to need to do what you do. You're grown. I would suggest doing what you do. You grown. All right, guys. I'm overflowing like always, guys. And I'm going to leave this huge, huge energy ball full of energy, full of imagination, full of love, full of joy, and full of connectedness. All right, guys. Coming at you. I cast it out through all the parallel universes, all the parallel worlds. If it catches, if you see it coming at you, you better brace yourself, guys, because if you catch it without brace, it's going to knock you down. It's full of it, boys. All right, guys, y'all hang tight. We'll see you tomorrow.